Hey guys, Jody here, and this is episode number 12 of our podcast vlog. And I'm thankful that you're here. Thank you for coming. And we launched Pugh Leadership Academy because we wanted to share in our Melanie over 30 years of experience and nearly 20 years of us working together here in this practice. We wanted to share with other dentists out there who may be struggling, maybe they're stressed, maybe they just haven't found that voice that they can follow, that lines up with their philosophy. And we want to share what we've learned over the years that's enabled us to build a practice that now brings Melanie joy and has associate doctors that do the majority of the work who love their associateship. We're fee for service, self-managed. And we have a team of loyal employees who find meaning in their work, who've been here many, many years, our core group, and patients who love the practice, like want to be part of the practice. They love coming to the office. And so we haven't always had it figured out. And I won't even say that we have it totally figured out now, but we really have gone through enough things and figured out enough things that we just want to share. And so what we've been doing is answering questions that we see on the Reddits and the social media groups and so forth, just from our perspective. Because when people post a question out there like that, they'll get 100 different answers from 100 different people. They have no idea what any of those people's background experience or morals are. So we just thought, well, let's just answer some of these questions from our perspective. So today we've got 3 more questions we're going to be going over. So question number 1, as a private practice owner, what do I offer associates to make them choose me over a DSO? Mileage reimbursements, overtime, paid vacations, medical insurance, CE allowance, 401k. Do private practices help associates pay off student loans? I would love to help associates pay off student loans, but we don't. But I would love to be able to do that. And so to answer this question, I would say we are all about right fit. So whenever we are interviewing for an associate position, we're not looking to go compete with their wallet. We're competing for their heart. This is a big concept. This is a really core concept in our culture seminar, and it's not just our associates, it's our entire team. I believe the heart is more impactful than the wallet. So we don't look for transactional types of relationships. We look for people who see what we're doing, they buy into what we're doing, and they want to go be a part of it and go on this journey with us because we have a very clear vision. We've communicated that vision, and we have an office with very sound processes. So when they come and visit, they can see that things are flowing smoothly. They see our culture. They see our team that's working together, very helpful. They can feel the good energy. And so what we're looking for are associates who are looking for that. Now, sometimes associates that are like coming out of dental school, for example, they're looking to make the most money right now, which is fine. And some associates are looking for the right home where they can have mentorship, where they can, have certain types of things like we provide. And so really, I think the big question for me as a private practice owner is what is your practice all about? Are you communicating that? Do you even know? Do you have a compelling vision? If I walked in your practice right now and went to your front desk or assistants, the ones who've been there the longest, and said, what is it that your doctor's trying to accomplish here? Would they be able to answer it? And I think you just have to get really, really locked into, this is who we are. This is what we're doing. This is what our associateship looks like. This is the associate what we're looking for, and find that person that's going to be a right fit for that. Instead of just going out and finding someone who's going to respond to your ad and seeing how much money you can throw at them. Now, I said all that. You have to be fair. I'm not saying it's not important to offer things. I'm saying you focused on the wrong thing. You got to focus on who you are and communicating that to your candidates and proving it with whenever they come to your office and they see how your office flows. And so this is our culture course that digs real deep into this. Question number 2, do you hold any collections or production after an associate quits or is fired? How much and for how long? I've never really had this problem. Anytime we've ever had an associate leave, they finish up their cases, they get what we owe them. We don't hold anything that I don't really know. I've never been through a bad breakup with an associate, so I don't really know what's there, but people get what's owed to them. And that's how I would answer that question. And hopefully it's not something you ever have to go through if you're watching this video. But for me, it's like, if you're having a situation with that, it's like that's not good, where you have a breakup that's in talking about holding people's money. And maybe I just don't understand the question, but that's my answer for how I understand it. And question number 3, do you hire people who only have corporate experience and no private practice work? So I think, well, I'm going to answer 4. I thought the following sentence was part of this question, but I don't think it is. Do you hire people who have corporate experience and no private practice work? No, I don't. But we might be the only dental practice in the world who does it this way. I only hire people right out of dental school or possibly a residency. That's it. If you've worked somewhere else for a year in corporate, no, not interested. Now, does that mean you're bad? No, it just means that's not what we do in our practice. So I think that most people who are hiring associates, I don't see that being something that would hold anyone who's hired an associate back. I don't look at someone who's worked in corporate and go, "Oh, you work in corporate, you're tarnished." I don't look at that at all. I think corporate is a great place for associates to go get their speed up and learn what they like and don't like about dentistry, and learn what they like and don't like about how offices run. But for us, we just are strict. We bring right out of dental school or right out of residency. Next question. I'm an associate looking for a new practice. How would you feel if I cold called you about open positions? I would feel fine about it. I'm going to take that call or return that call. That's call's probably going to go to Melanie because I'm not the doctor. But for me personally, I know, funny story, we had an associate who called me, got through to me a few years ago, and was 4th year at University of Michigan Dental School, and said, "Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but about 10 years ago, I shadowed one of your associates." And I said, "No, I don't remember you." She said, "Well, I'm going to graduate from dental school. I want to come work in your office." And I said, "Well, we don't hire dental students, people right out of dental school." And she goes, "I'm not like everybody else." And I said, "I'm sorry," but she persisted. And I don't remember exactly the every phone call, but she would call me, "Hey, have you thought about it?" And I was like, let me talk to Dr. Pugh. It's not really something that I want to do. I think you need to have some experience before you come in. And then we were at a basketball game, and an oral surgeon that we referred to for many years and his wife were there, and she's a hygienist, and our kids are at the same school and they're elementary. And the wife goes, "Hey, did so-and-so call you?" And I said, "Yeah, you know her?" She goes, "Hire her." I was like, "What?" She goes, "She babysat for us whenever she was like in high school. Hire her. I'm telling you, hire her." So, hey, you want to come work for us? That associate came to work for us. And that's when I made the decision. And I'm not going to hire anybody that doesn't come right out of dental school again, because it really was amazing how she was able to come into our office, learn our way, learn our philosophy, and gel right in, versus the feeling of having a hired hand, So that is where we got to that philosophy of only hiring dental people right out of dental school. And so she cold called me. And so I would say, yeah, I'll always return that call. Now, I don't know if everybody else will, but I would. And I think that Melanie would as well. So that wraps up episode number 12. Thank you all so much. If you have thoughts on what we've said, we'd love to see what you have to say about it in the comments. And then if you like and you subscribe, it just helps us reach more people who may be interested in the same type of content. I would appreciate that. Check us out at PughLeadershipAcademy.com. Right now, we have our free masterclass and our culture seminar. We believe world-class culture is the foundation for building a dream practice. And we teach you how to do it in that online course. Hope that you can check that out. We also have a Facebook group for private practice dentists that we are growing. So hop in that as well. And thanks for everything. See you in the next one.